let's get started with some Omegon.
Remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you.
Let's fucking go!
Well, isn't this just fantastic?
Fair use disclaimers on the side of the
welcome
submarine.
Back to another video. Today we're going to take a look at the superstar social media influencer that is Jack Doherty.
Okay.
Continuing on from last week's rip-roaring success of him totaling a $200,000 or $300,000 or $500,000 car, depending on which article you cite. A few things I want to talk about.
McLaren is one of the most expensive sports cars, by the way.
Firstly, what he's been doing since, but also I want to use him as an excuse to rag on social media influencers. They all do the same thing. They all like to look humble. And what better way to look humble than to stand in front of a camera and look to a side, Exhibit A, because this makes him look like a dog lover in front of his stupidly expensive cars in front of a jet. Nothing more humble than that. Nothing more humble than getting out of another equally expensive car that he's matched his clothing to for the most part. Nothing more humble than standing on a balcony overlooking what looks like, I think, LA. Yeah. Nothing more humble than this, everyone. This is the social media influence.
Whoa! Who got... Oh, thank you for the gifted... For the sub, Darth! Thank you! Oh my god! Let's go! You got your frenzy buff! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Thank you! Thank you!
It's a nonsense that I can't stand, that far too many sycophants endorse. Now these three pictures, or sets of pictures, were the ones pinned to his Instagram page. I mentioned that on purpose because the more recent content he uploaded is less than well received by comparison. I can't stand creators like this. Social media influencers that like to exist solely to post online.
I hate terminally online people, and I say that as a terminally online person, but at the same time, I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the love of content creation. There's a difference. When you exist just to be online, just to make money off of it, then you don't have any love for yourself. You know? That's how I feel about it. Gotta reward the hard work. Thank you! Thank you, Darth.
Claiming to live life, but you live your life online as if it is also offline. But there's no real offline. I'm really annoyed that I can't find the clip of him raging that he has to stream and earn about 100,000. Is it monthly? Weekly? I can't remember which. Which makes everything about what's going on with him all the more amusing because bitch is losing. And it's great, quite frankly.
Yep.
And no, of course I'm not supporting him being cancelled. No, I'm supporting him sucking it up and taking this L like a pro.
You have to take the L's. When the L's come your way, you gotta take them. You gotta accept responsibility for what the fuck you do.
What we're going to do is go through some tweets that he's put out since the crash and some articles. We'll start with a tweet from Dexter2. Jack Doherty went live on...
Dexter2 doesn't give better sources, but at the same time, like, this is probably the most truthful thing I've ever seen Dexter2 say.
TikTok, I said he'd go there, asking for donations following his McLaren crash. Now, they didn't link to an article for this one. Underneath, no way bro begging for money now. He's the most unlikable person ever, lol, and whoever donates to this POS should be put in a mental institution. The one underneath that matters though, Jack Doherty was really out here begging. Included is a video. Well then, we should play that.
Yep.
Everyone double tap the screen. We're almost at 1 million likes, guys. Let's see how fast we can hit it. Let's see how fast we can hit it. James Ellis, thank you for the galaxy, bro. I just followed you back. Guys, let's see how fast we can hit my galaxy goal. I'm going to follow everyone back once we hit it. Appreciate y'all. Cole with the galaxy. Thank you, Cole. I appreciate it.
Oh, I love... Oh, that was delicious. Now, the New York Post did actually make an article on this, about him begging, after totaling his, according to them, $300,000 McLaren.
Thank you, Aiden, for following live creator.
You know, maybe you shouldn't have been on your phone texting while you're driving the McLaren. I'll be right BRB getting snack. Okay. Maybe you shouldn't have fucking been on your phone while driving the McLaren. McLarens are, like, the sports car. And you fucked it up. You deserve every loss you got out of that.
How'd you crash your car? I hydroplaned. I literally hydroplaned. I'm in a McLaren.
You hydroplaned while on your phone. You could have easily seen that.
In the pouring rain, what do you expect? You guys have never drove a McLaren.
Okay, let's first of all address what he said. Aquaplane. You're in a McLaren in the pouring rain, so you should slow down and drive at a reasonable pace. So what do I expect? For the 21-year-old plonker to actually obey the rules of the road and road safety.
Yep.
Which sometimes run counter to the road itself. And to the, you guys have never drove a McLaren. Don't assert, and it's driven. You're welcome. Thousands of viewers replied with comments like, gay. Not a joke, by the way. They were just, saying that. Yeah. I think that's a thing with him. Yeah. Many on social media who saw the clip that you earlier saw believe that those who gifted anything to Jack should not have a right to speak. And donating money to a kid that drives multiple supercars is a bit wild. I agree with this. I don't personally think he should be monetarily benefiting from anything right now.
He should not. He should be accountable for his own fucking actions. He should be able to take the L without getting any monetary benefit from it. But here we fucking are,
Now, because he doesn't understand the value of it. He doesn't care. Yeah, he's begging for money because he has to maintain this facade that he's some kind of superstar. Jack Doherty's brother believes that banning Jack was a good thing, and there's a video of that. I'll play it now.
I know he's definitely kind of sad about that because Kick is kind of his, I'd say part of his main source of his income. So I know it's affecting him a lot. And then, of course, on top of that...
Nice Meridia's beacon on the shelf, by the way.
He just lost, over $250,000 on a car. Almost lost his life, so it was pretty hard on me and my family. I know we took it, at first we were pretty scared. Now we can kind of joke about it, but it was probably one of the scariest days. But I think him being banned from Kick, at least temporarily, is a good thing, because I think he needs to learn his lesson.
So now we're going to go through some of Jack's tweets.
Okay.
Because catching up with him seems to be the most appropriate thing to do. We'll start with, picked up my new Tesla Cybertruck Beast again. Linking directly to his website. No, I don't recommend clicking on that because, as you can see on the screen, it's just a link tree and he has an Only Fupa Fiber failed download Filmaxer account. If I'm right, I think his partner does too. If you're that desperate for twink crap, go look for twink crap, alright? Here's the video for that.
Alright guys, I just picked up my Tesla Cybertruck after being in the shop for 2 weeks, after I literally got it brand new, drove it home, and then it just stopped working on me. So, yeah, I finally got my Cybertruck back.
Okay.
Let's go. Shout out, Elon.
Reply underneath, you're a bitch, plus ratio. Now, notice Jack's tweet, 703 likes, 635 comments. The reply, 13,000 likes. Yeah, Jack, your interactions on social media right now are getting pummeled based on how much interaction this person got to views compared.
Yeah, how do you still have a license, bro? That's what I want to know. How the fuck do you still have a license? You should not have a license. I don't understand how you do, but okay. Okay.
Compared to your views and interaction. You got 13 million views and soddle engagement. This person, though, ratio. A day before this, Jack had actually gotten back his McLaren and tweeted out, McLaren is home, with the following video. I'm not sure this is the flex you think it is to get this piece, beautiful, once formerly beautiful car that you mutilated before the crash, back. But I guess it's something you can show off and say, yeah, I did that. Yeah. It's like the Toyota Hilux from Top Gear, right? Except the Hilux would have survived that crash. Now, the day before that, yes, for some reason I'm going in reverse, Jack had tweeted, made it to 21, linking again to his Linktree crap, with stacks of money in front of him and watches. Now, I'm almost certain all those watches...
Man, all those watches... There's no reason to have that many watches, unless you're buying them off Temu, T-Pain, okay, so I watch a shit ton of T-Pain Temu videos. They're hilarious. I love them. He knows how to have money and still, love content creation and love the game. He has love put into what he does. And most of his income now is from Twitch streaming. He said it himself. Let's just be clear. All the watches that he has now are from Temu. They look just like these. They're from Temu. You know why? Because he finds so much cool shit off of Temu, and he has a love for the fact that he could just be goofy on camera without doing any dangerous shit, and it's not about the fucking money for him. You know, most music artists, you know, especially in the rap game, it's about the fucking money. T-Pain just wants, you know, to play games. He wants cool people in his life. Like, he has moved on from just being a rapper and is going to be, you know, love what he does more than just, you know, making bank off of it. Jack needs a reality check, and he needs to, you know, have that life taken away from him in order to see that he needs to find the love in it. There's no love with him. It's just about the bands. And that's why he, you know, has so much hate, because it's all about the money for him.
Came out of various arcade machines, okay? This is not a flex that you think it is, Jack, but at your age, thinking that this is a flex is a weird one. It's weird to me that this is what some do, because I think of you as Rice Gum Light. He was doing this long before
Rice Gum Light! Oh my god! Rice Gum Light! Rice Gum Light!
Well, I don't think he does it as much these days. But this unnecessary showing off thing, right? You don't look humble, you're not grateful, you're an entitled little brat who has far too much, and because of that, you take too much for granted. I still have my PlayStation 2 from over 21 years ago. It still works.
My boyfriend still has his Nintendo 64. That was my first console. He still has his Nintendo 64 and his GameCube. Like, the value of these things is what matters. Like, not the material value, but the sentimental value. You know, that's when it comes to material items, I always look for the sentimental value in them. All my weapons, because I'm a collector, they have sentimental value to them. They've been with me through some shit. Okay? So, it's just irritating to me.
Works. It's in better condition than you are as well. More reliable, and vastly more entertaining. It contributed more to the world than you ever have, because all you've ever done is take from it by being an entitled little bitch boy. On the 11th of October, you tweeted out another video. My updated 2024 car lineup, bracket, ignore my filmer. Filmer is a weird term to use. You could say cameraman, camera guy, camera woman, camera, and then insert their gender there if you want. Filmer. Okay, here's the video for that.
All right, guys, so I just got my McLaren back from the junkyard, and it looks fire in front of all my whips in the driveway. Look, I got all my dirt bikes pulled out right here, all my quads pulled out right there. My filmer's still on the McLaren. I don't know why he's not filming, but it looks so fire with all the cars lined up. And I got my brand new boat that my girlfriend just got me back there. So, yeah, this is a pretty sick lineup. Hey, filmer, you're fired.
As you can see, he, as you expect here, has far too much. This bragging scene.
Also, the getting mad at his filmer. Like, his filmer's probably fucking tired. His camera guy's probably fucking exhausted. Like, come on now. It's not that difficult to just let him rest for a minute.
It's really pointless. There are people at the age of 21 who are just trying to get onto, like, the property ladder, right? Coming out of university, perhaps, or working hard and living quite difficult because of it. You, though, have got everything. I don't hate you for how you got it. I'm just looking at you now and realizing it's not worth much. Your friends are plastic, you treat them like crap, and so are you. You're plastic and you treat yourself like crap. Now, you did put out another little video on your Twitter, surprising your filmer with a jet ski after the crash. Now, your filmer was in the car with you and should have been looking at the chat instead of you, but apparently their vital role of holding that camera in place was, well, the most important thing they could do. So you did, in fact, buy your filmer, cameraman, a jet ski. Here is that clip.
All right, guys, I got my filmer a brand new 300 horsepower supercharged jet ski as a I'm sorry gift for, you know, getting him in that McLaren crash. He's been wanting this for literally ever. It's my birthday today, but it's our birthday after what I put him through a couple days ago. All right, guys, so my filmer, Michael, just got back, and now I'm going to surprise him with his new jet ski. Michael David. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You said that? Yeah. Holy shit. Your new jet ski. Holy shit. Yes, sir.
My views on you aren't going to change, to be honest. I think you're a terrible excuse for a creator. And it's
Fair enough.
hilarious to me. Your brother, in his TMZ interview, acknowledges that Kick was one of your biggest sources of income, and you've got to adjust because of it. But on social media, you're still flexing. Your brother had indicated you learnt your lesson or had a lesson to learn because of your ban, and hopefully it was just a temporary one. But your behaviour is of somebody who just believes he can do better and be better anywhere else because Kick need him. He is bigger than...
Like, it doesn't look like he's learned his lesson at all. At all. And that's the saddest fucking part. You know what I mean?
the Kick machine, as it were. Reality is, you're just a bitch. And because of you being that, you're a failure. You're going to continue to be a failure as well. I kind of want you to, because only by losing everything will you truly understand the value of what you had. Not the monetary, but the life that you haven't really earned. And let's face it, here in the online space, you have no respect. You might think you do with the people you surround yourself with, but they are people you chose to surround yourself with, which means they are people of no integrity and no value, because they all mooch off you anyway.
They're just like you.
Anyway, you know this. They're plastic friends. So your cope in this, just showing off things you've got, seems pointless, really. This comes across as nothing but a rather weak-tea attempt at a hobby, but your weak-tea attempt at a hobby is to dab on everyone else that has something maybe worth something because you've got 10 of them.
Alright. So that was the Omegon video. I definitely agree with his stance on Jack Doherty. He hasn't learned his lesson. He really hasn't. I wish that he did. You know, but he's still living the plastic life, you know, and that's fucking rough, to say the least. He shouldn't have fucking done all of that shit, but he's not gonna learn anytime soon. Anyway, what are your thoughts in the comments below? You know, like it if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Let me know. Let me know. Do you have any criticisms for Omegon? Do you have any criticisms on the comments that I've made? Let me know.